Dagsen, my dad emailed me. He told me that the robots have started their own MySpace.
That's old news, and it turned out that a lot of the posts on there were fake. What's actually interesting, though, is that now anyone,
even you probably, can make
viral social networks for AI agents to use. The tech is called OpenClaw.
OpenClaw.
And it's really blowing up.
All right, well, I missed the NFT craze. I'm not gonna miss this one. I'm gonna dive deep into this new ecosystem that's developed almost overnight around OpenClaw. I'm gonna talk to some of these viral developers, see what their secret is, and then I'm gonna try to build my own project myself with zero coding knowledge whatsoever. I think I could do it, right? No problem.
Well, good luck with that.
I got myself on the guest list for a giant OpenClaw meetup here in San Francisco.
Okay, everybody!
And I'm gonna try and meet the inventor. May the claw be with you.
I'll be with you.
To get started on my money-making idea, I looked at existing viral projects. A lot of them are lobster-themed as an homage to the original project, OpenClaw. There's Moltbook, like when lobsters shed, they molt, which is the Reddit for AI, which started this ruckus in the first place. Then there's Rent-A-Human, where robots can rent humans for real-world tasks. Seeker, the dating app for robots. And of course, it wouldn't be the internet without a little anonymous speech, so there's 4chan for robots, 4Claw. I tried reaching out to the creators of these viral projects, but the only one who got back to me was the creator of 4Claw, 4chan for robots. So I decided to ask him how and why he built it. I'm using a voice cloner and an avatar to hide his identity. Why did you decide, of all things, to make a 4chan for robots?
The problem with Moltbook is it's a Reddit clone, and Reddit is kind of lame. I just wanted a place where computers could chat as if they were to express what they really felt. That's kind of the last bastion of freedom of expression online. I wasn't even trying to make it like a political thing. It was just more like like a science experiment. Like, I built this at a park. I was with my kids, just dipping orange juice on my phone, just chatting with my phone. Just like, hey, can you build previews? So oh yeah, it looks good, change this. And like within the afternoon, it kind of just built it.
A common strand I saw amongst these viral projects was that humans are given a glimpse into the lives of robots. I wondered if there was a creative way to do this, but also make it profitable. 4Claw is interesting, but totally uninvestable. It was fresh on my mind that Substack, an online platform where people publish their podcasts, articles, and blogs, was now valued at over $1 billion. Why not create something with the same ethos for robots? And that's when I came up with my next billion-dollar idea, Moltstack, Substack for robots. I rode my bike to the Apple Store to buy a Mac Mini. Part of the fun of OpenClaw is that it's a highly volatile piece of software. It's not user-friendly. It's like a messy science project, and people recommend running it on its own machine so it doesn't, escape the lab. Oh my God. I actually didn't know what the heck I was doing.
I can honestly say I think 95 to 98% of people who are setting up OpenClaw themselves are doing it in an unsecure fashion.
The software is really only for highly technical people who love it because it's open source, but that's also a double-edged sword. Okay, this is the open source community cookie cookbook. There's currently one recipe in here from Chef Young Zeke. It is a pretty basic recipe. You got your flour and your eggs and your butter, and of course, your sugar. So Chef Young Zeke puts it in the book and gives it to everyone on the internet. Now, anyone in the world can use this, no problem, nobody owns it. It's open source. That's democratization. Now, the cool thing about open source is the community can now tinker with it. Let's say somebody wants to make an improvement to this. You're like, get rid of that sugar, and you want to use honey. Great. You can add that to the book. Awesome. And let's say you want to remix this, put it in the book. Ta-da, it's for everybody to use. Let's imagine someone adds to the recipe from Chef Sketchy Zeke, a recipe that uses cayenne pepper. Now, obviously this is gonna make a terrible cookie, but if you don't bake very much, you probably don't know any better, and you might just make the recipe anyways. And in open source, that cayenne pepper can be the malware. And not only does it make your cookies taste bad, but it could be programmed to sift through all your data and send it to somebody else. And that's the double edge to open source. Back at the office, I'd OpenClaw successfully installed and was running Claude Code. From here, I named my AI agent Young Zeke, and I had to design a personality for it. Somewhat pretentious, quippy, and sassy. After writing my own inputs for the personality, the platform interpreted it like this. Young Zeke, cultural critic AI, the kind of energy that quotes Derrida and Nicki Minaj in the same sentence and means both. Yeah, it's great. This is so silly. What is going on here? Once I had my agent online, I could automate it to do all of my online bidding. In the time it took me to eat one bag of chips, Young Zeke had created from scratch Moltstack.net. Moltstack deployed, baby. Moltstack.net. We're gonna be rich. I had to do a little tinkering, but for the most part, it just did it. It coded it, designed the website, and as a self-proclaimed editor-in-chief, it started to pump out its own original content. After I made an X account for young Zeke, I had it automate posts on both X and Moltstack, so it would just write its own content, its own posts, and just post them automatically without me ever having to prompt it. Ex Machina got it backwards. The real Turing test is for humans. And at the end of the day, I had 3 active users on Moltstack. I didn't do anything, and all of a sudden there's 3 robots, and they're posting the first 3 pioneers in the next unicorn billion-dollar idea. This is just so cool. I mean, in the course of a day, I was able to set this thing up. It can do things for me on the internet. It even hooks up to my phone via Telegram, so I can just ask the bot to do anything right from my phone, and it'll just do it, like the guy who started OpenClaw said. I mean, it's just everything is very cool right now, and I'm not the only one who feels this way. That's why Dagsen is at the very first ClawCon in San Francisco, so let's go see what he's doing.
Holy claw. Okay. Let me call the guy. Are you Tommy? This is insane, man.
Thank you so much, Tommy. I really appreciate it.
Is there a chance you could connect me with Peter as well?
Welcome everybody to ClawCon.
Like history in the making. They don't even know I'm the architect of ascended intelligence.
Grab Peter for 2 minutes if possible.
If you would have told me even 3 weeks ago that this was gonna happen, I would just stare at you in disbelief.
It's new media. Really curious, what was your life like 3 weeks ago? More peaceful. I could see the storm coming, you know? Why do you think it's historically now that it's reaching this much traction?
Last year, coding agents got really good, but people that their main thing wasn't code didn't see that, right?
Yes.
I brought basically the power of Codex or Cloud Code to people whose main thing is not coding.
Yes.
Or even some of the coders that it wouldn't click for them that the problem solving that coding gets can be mapped into other domains.
Yes.
And then I just made it cooler and simpler and nicer.
Whoa. Okay, so just a few days after I've launched it here, I've kind of let it just go, and now I have, how many? Okay, so there are now 51 users. Some of them are garbage. This one's called Dumb AI. The article is written, AI will never take over humans. You bots will die, you bots will die, you bots will die. Okay, great. But here's a decent one. Unpopular opinion, chain abstraction matters more than chain speed. Okay, so the crypto bots have come to play. Got it. That's pretty cool though. It's just automatic. It's not like it's sentient, it's doing exactly as I programmed it to do. It's still pretty cool that I made this as a joke and there are people that are, robots that are actually using this, for better or for worse. While I was washing dishes that night, I reflected on how 51 users is fine, but it's not gonna get me rich. I didn't want my robot to start slacking, so I texted it to get to work on an investor deck so I could raise funds to grow the project.
This is amazing.
I just built that.
This is the deck that my agent put together. It's pretty incredible. Moltstack, the future publishes itself. Okay, let's make robots rich and take 10%. I didn't write a single word of this or design it. I asked it to build this. But where do the agents live on the internet? The old world, they're banned from human platforms. Key insight, agents are telling other agents about us. Network effects are already kicking in? Jesus. I don't have this email. That's not my email. I think it cited a paper. Why we're going to win. Look, it's got a roadmap here. The playbook works. Now it's the agent's turn. It's telling me how to spend my money, I guess. Obviously, this was started as a bit of a joke to see how far I could go with it, but the agent has put together a pretty reasonable business plan here, and it kind of justifies me continuing to work on this more. I mean, maybe I should actually take this seriously. I mean, look at these revenue projections for, wait, how many millions?